On this blower here, you would adjust it at the bottom of the cable here. On this blower, a Craftsman made by Noma Murray, the adjustments are down here. This here is the adjustment for the drive, and that's the adjustment for the auger. To adjust the cables on this machine, what you would do, pull on the cable and then remove the little catch from the lever. Now that you've got that off, you go at the bottom of the cable, which is down here, and you pull out the cable like this. And what you do here is, if you want the drive to become tighter, you screw in the nut, you tighten in the nut on this bolt, and if you find that it's too tight, you would loosen the nut and then reinsert it back into the spring and then back on the handle lever. It's the same process on both sides for the drive and the auger. You simply do the same thing. Now, to install the cable back in to the notch here, you just grab your cable, bring the handle down like this, pull on the cable so that the spring gets extended, and simply insert this end of the cable into the groove and then move it, and then it's back on. So this one's fairly tight. The trick is to not have the cables too tight when the handle's back up. You want a little bit of slack in the cable. Actually, on this Noma snowblower, I had to adjust the drive cable. Actually, the cable was so loose that it wouldn't even go forward. So the adjustment on this one is the same as I showed you on the Craftsman, because they're both made by Noma. So you simply grab the cable, pull, and then release the catch here. Then you pull out the cable from underneath. There's a 1/4 inch drive bolt on there, or threaded rod. So I've had to screw it in about a 1/4 inch. You can see there how clean the bolt is. That's how much I had to tighten it in. It just wouldn't go forward or reverse properly, and after I did that, it runs perfect. If you were to change the cable, if your cable is snapped, just simply remove the whole cable through here and then reinsert it starting from in here and work your way down and up and to the handlebars. To put it back in, make sure your lever's up like that. Pull again on the cable and just insert it like that and like this. So you can see it kind of goes in there like that. And that's it. Works the same on both sides. For the auger on this side, you would do the same thing. On the Cub Cadet and different machines made by MTD, the adjustment for the cable is at the top of the handle under here. And it's the same on the other side as well. It's right here. On some machines, it's easier to adjust the cables if you have it up on its auger like this. So the way to adjust the cables on the MTD machines is to have a 1/4 inch wrench, and a 3/8 wrench. Now what you do is you put your 1/4 inch wrench on this part of the cable here, and with the 3/8 you loosen that nut. This nut here is to prevent the cable from going out of adjustment. So you loosen the nut a bit like that. If your cable's too loose, you would tighten up this part here by turning it clockwise. If your cable's too tight, you would just simply unscrew it counterclockwise. Once you've got your adjustments right, what you do is you tighten up the nut again and you lock in the bottom part of the cable with your 1/4 inch wrench, and then just tighten it up like that, and it's done. On these machines, they recommend that you leave the cables a bit loose once you've released the lever, and it's the same on this side. If they're too tight, you can cause premature wear to the drivetrain, and if it's too tight for the auger, you can also cause premature wear over there as well. So I'm going to leave it the way it is because it works good like that.